Welcome, welcome.
So you must have thought I forgot.
Yeah, another round, episode 3.
People think I thought I was going to be late, and I was right on time. Had to document it.
Right at 11.
Because they're trying to put me in the category of CP time, but you must have thought I forgot.
Almost had him.
Only one person was doing that.
Yeah, I was trying to stereotype Joseph, but this motherfucker documented it with a text.
I dodged all this.
All you needed was a newspaper with today's date.
Took a picture of it like I was
at 11 o'clock.
kidnapped. You know this is true. Kidnapped. Stereotyped.
Well, happy post Juneteenth.
You know, bruh.
Yeah, we gotta talk about this dumb shit.
Celebrating. I was doing
What do we
shucking
have?
and
We had
jiving.
Cookouts, dancing.
I worked.
Chicken and dance.
Chicken and dance.
I had, you know what's fucked up? My anniversary's on the 19th.
Juneteenth.
Juneteenth.
Good stuff.
It's like
What'd you do?
nothing.
Nothing.
Nothing. We didn't do shit.
You
I
know,
was
wine and
supposed
dine.
to,
How many years? How many years has it been?
15, 14, something like that.
Dude,
Not
you
bad.
old as hell.
But
I mean,
he was. My mom came over and then just
The
talked
devil.
for like 6 hours.
I'm sorry.
Me and my wife were supposed to go out.
She didn't want you to go out.
She
That's
cock-blocked
why.
you.
Cock-blocked. She did. That was
Nah, she just.
If I didn't
she
know
was
her,
just
I wouldn't
talking-
have said that
she was
either.
talking
Like,
to
wait a
my
minute.
mom, and then
Because that's something my mom would do, like getting away.
and then they just started
She's getting
talking
away
and
for.
talking and stood
And you were
home.
like,
so I
"Thank
guess
you."
we're proposing. Hell yeah,
Yeah,
we
thank you.
we're postponing it till Saturday.
Thanks,
but,
Mom.
Juneteenth is. My son's like, why is it Juneteenth? I was like, you got a day off from school. He's like, I like Juneteenth.
See, that's crazy though. That's what it is. Here's a crumb, and then I'm satisfied.
Yeah, I think
That's
I think
child.
Biden did all that shit
There's
just
a-
to get a vote.
I think so too. There's actually historical reason for it, and that's fine. I don't have a problem with it. But why didn't you make June Black History Month and then put it around Juneteenth instead of Martin Luther King's birthday?
Well, they had a vote. Was it last year, the year before? Probably 2 years ago, and nobody voted again. I mean, very few. I mean, even Republicans were
gonna
on
vote
board
against
because
it?
Yeah, who's gonna vote against that
that's
shit?
bad optics. Not that they should care about
the
that.
idea of optics
and
bothers
real.
me, especially because it's like the narrative, the optics. I understand there's reputation, but at the same time, sometimes you gotta say, dude, why don't we put it with the rest of it?
Yeah.
There's a whole month up there, and I'm not, whatever.
The people that were against said they just don't want another federal holiday because we got enough of them.
Like,
Enough of them
it's-
damn things.
I just wanted it in school hours. That's all. Just saying.
Right? Like, could you put it in
Well,
May?
Can we get it in the 12th or something?
Like, come on now. Like, I'm
Little
dying
late.
here.
Can I get a
Y'all
day
killing
off?
me with this.
yeah, y'all
I'm fighting for my life.
He's
Oh,
gone.
shit. Too bad.
You guys see this submarine that went missing?
I did see.
No,
that.
no,
I saw.
hit
I didn't
me.
watch it,
What
but
happened?
I saw the and the Coast Guard is now talking about what may have happened.
Wait, like a
They're going to
full-fledged
look
like
for-
U.S.
It's going to check out the Titanic. It was
Yeah.
supposed to be like a tour.
Yeah, I thought it was. I thought it was.
shit.
I thought it was for research purposes,
No,
but it is
was
a
supposed
tourist.
to be a tour.
They paid like $5,000 to
to
go.
go down there.
Wait, this had like
I wanna
normal
know.
people in it.
Five
I
people.
want to know who was on it so I could say, "Yo, you guys snatched those people" or whatever. Because I'm already.
You gotta have money. You gotta have money
The
for that.
conspiracy wheels are turning.
Yeah,
I don't-
yeah.
Well,
It's
well, we
people-
all know they gotta
people-
have money to fucking be doing
don't-
Titanic.
There was people that were problems to the
This
Republic.
is- yeah.
I don't mind. Listen, it may or may not be that, but a few planes went down. And they had key people for key, positions, or and now they're gone. And people like
That's what I'm
maybe
saying.
they
Was
got
it
shot
like-
down by a missile?
Accidentally.
I just listened to something recently where at Congress they're like, what do you
Direct hit.
They're like, what do you think happened? Well, they scrambled the jets and shot the thing down thinking it was something else. And everyone's like, where's the communication on that? You can't, it's an airliner. You know that's not what you think it is.
It was a flying flamingo.
That's, like, we made,
I mean, it looked dangerous. It looked like it was gonna kill
like
someone.
my
so-
cool Top Gun visor got in the way. It was smudged. And I thought it could have been a MiG-20.
Yeah.
But
Oops.
instead it was a 767 jumbo jet.
Yeah.
I don't know how I could have crossed those wires, but I did.
So what happened?
So it was one captain or whatever they're called, directing the sub, and then 4 passengers. So those 4 were the tourists that paid to go down there. And I guess it was Sunday it happened.
Whose kids are they?
And I don't know. They've been missing ever since. They've they've covered an area the size of I forgot what state they said, Connecticut or something
Damn.
already
And they
to try.
still-
They haven't found. They have 96 hours worth of oxygen, and they were lost on Sunday, so they have a couple days left. But now it's an all-out search. So.
These motherfuckers trying to find Atlantis.
And the place, the
Maybe that's who snatched
yeah.
it. Namor got him.
Namor's coming down
He
there.
ain't getting this vibranium.
Ah,
That shit is fake, dog.
damn.
the submarine was the size of a bus, I guess. So I don't know.
Did they say who it was though? So I'm very curious.
No, I don't.
See?
I didn't
That's-
read about the people yet.
Okay,
Maybe I
yeah.
missed it.
Yeah, but
The
you would imagine that would be one of the first things. You're like, hey, this guy's kid's
Yeah.
missing. You guys see him? Let us know. He may have washed up. Nah, someone snatched him. Someone's like, oh look, when they go down there, we'll be behind it.
You know, some people with
And
some
then,
money.
like,
Oh yeah, you gotta have money to do that. Sorry, like we can't afford submarine,
crazy thing
fucking
is,
Titanic
okay,
submersion.
which would be fine, but who is underwater kidnapping people?
Yeah.
You got to have some resources.
That's that new
Like,
shit.
that's what I'm saying.
2023 shit.
I am the captain now. You're like, of a submarine?
What? A submarine called the captain?
Yeah.
Okay, I thought there was another name.
Or a
for it.
commander.
Or a commander. Okay. Yeah, he fucking up.
I don't think, not if someone snatched
Yeah,
him.
yeah,
If someone
yeah.
snatched him.
Guys got snatched up like fucking. What's that
you
dude from
imagine?
Debo snatched him up?
I mean, what are you really gonna see? You know, on the Titanic.
That's what I
at
like.
this point.
The
Can't you just
Titanic.
get a video?
Yeah, I know.
You know.
I
HD and
guess.
shit. The fuck you need to be there in real life. You can't even. The HD video on the fucking TV is better than the video the feed you're gonna see
Yeah.
from your
I
glass.
know you're just gonna see.
Yeah, like
Weird
what?
green
Is
stuff.
that it? Is that it?
Is that Cthulhu?
Who are these people
Hmm?
that want? I want that experience.
Bro, you want experiences. Stop
Nah,
it.
I do,
We
but
all have it. We
I
all
know,
have it in
but
us
come
somewhere.
on! I want to go see
We
a
all have it in there
Titanic to say, yeah, that is just a dinner conversation, OSS special.
Doggone
just
right.
saying,
Yeah.
that's an
Oh,
OSS
yeah.
special.
Right,
One
but-
up your ass.
You know
But
what
you know
I
what?
mean?
You know what? Our
Be like, Phil went to here.
our level
Wait
of
till
that.
I see him at dinner.
Right, but our level of that is what you practice free throws.
Yeah.
He's like, yes, I'm
Yes.
that good.
He's that guy.
I got that much
Uh,
money, these many resources. I'm going to see the Titanic. What you do with your life?
Yeah.
I'm like, damn it, you got
Like,
me. I'm gonna go back
Hey,
and
but
cry
now-
while I'm washing dishes.
Now he had funerals and shit. he,
Right,
went,
right.
he went to go.
That's where he's in. That's where he is.
He
now. They're
went to
gonna
go
have a
out
floating buoy where he went down, and that's it.
You know, there's always that one person. Yeah, I was in the Poconos last week. I was in
Yeah.
France.
Well, and
you
then
know?
he was like, oh yeah,
yeah?
oh, yeah.
Titanic.
yeah.
That,
He's
and
the
one
one
word.
up
What?
there.
It's like the PlayStation when the PlayStation came out, $2.99. He's like,
Yeah, I got him.
Yes, yes.
Everybody in the room just like, oh,
Yeah.
He
well,
keeps
that's
that Titanic card on
That's
him at
it.
all
Dude,
times.
every time.
He literally has a card.
Yeah.
He was like, yo, look
Titanic.
One up.
look, I got a camera shot. It's on my phone. It's in my background. What are you talking about? My wallpaper is the Titanic. No, that's the literal Titanic.
Yeah, that's crazy.
That's Rose's scarf down there.
Yeah. That bitch has been waiting 84 years for
You
that.
know what I'm saying?
I grabbed it for her.
Somehow the artwork is still intact. I seen it.
Oh, that's funny shit. That's scary and funny at the same time.
Yeah.
Fucked up.
I wonder what happened now. Now I'm super curious.
Yeah. I need to read more about it, but there's not much of it.
I want to know who it is.
Yeah.
Because didn't Cameron go down there? Yes, he did.
maybe,
He
yeah.
went in his little submersible and he came back up.
Who did?
James Cameron.
Oh, James Cameron did?
Mhm.
Everybody gonna call Joseph conspiracy theory, but remember when we
It's
had
just
a
extrapolation,
yeah.
a stint
It's not
of
really.
it was 12 crypto billionaires died in the
Bruh.
2 week
Oh, I
span.
did
I
hear
didn't
about
Do you
that.
remember that?
Yeah.
How is that even possible?
I ain't even say nothing, bro. I was just like, ooh, that's.
You know
that's
what I'm
too
saying?
obvious.
And
Like
then and then it disappeared as
and
quick
then
as
it's just
it
going, well, 'cause they're
surfaced.
all gone.
Mhm.
Well, you don't even hear about it anymore. Not even.
Yeah. Just like when they cornered the market
Yeah,
and
it's
they're
like-
like, you guys stop doing that, and then nobody did it again.
Yeah.
GameStop.
Oh yeah, I remember the GameStop stock
Yeah.
with Reddit. Yeah.
They cornered the market. Oh, y'all a bunch of
Yep.
bookies.
Yeah, but
which
they
is
do
what-
that. They do that all the time.
That's
They
the,
can do it legally.
Yes, and then they use the law against you
Yeah.
using it. Regular people, how
Mhm.
dare you
Yeah, fucking assholes.
get in on muscle in on our territory?
Yeah.
They mobbed up on you guys.
Government is mobbed up. We got another article before we go full conspiracy here.
No, we're not This shit
No.
is not conspiracy if it happened.
That is true. That is true. Before we spitting facts.
it
What do
was
you have?
true.
You say you got bookmarks?
Oh, I had a bookmark of this chick. All right, so I gotta tell Joseph. I was watching on Twitter. No, I was just I thought you would enjoy it. This chick's 57, 55, 57. right?
Are we
She's
talking
still-
women?
Yeah,
We're
yeah,
getting in?
Yeah, let's get into chicks,
Oh,
like modern
alright.
chicks. I'm gonna say she's my bitch is 57, all right? She's pretty decent looking. She's pretty good for
Old black
57.
lady?
No, old
Oh.
white lady. Still looks nice.
Yeah.
And she's all, I'm 57. I ain't settling for nothing. Check out my DMs and people who swiped on me.
Mhm.
18, 20, 24, 22, 23.
Smash and
They're
pass.
just mad. That's exactly what I said.
Nobody.
I was like,
nobody's
lady.
gonna
They're not
keep
in
you.
it for a relationship.
Yeah,
Nobody's gonna
yeah,
keep
like
you.
Because in 10 years, you're gonna be too far gone.
Yeah.
Not even that. It's like, do chicks think like older chicks like because
Yes.
you get attention
Yes.
means dudes want to be with you?
Yes. They don't understand what we are as
Yeah,
creatures. That's why they don't. I'm sorry. Let me
they don't
rephrase
care.
it.
They
don't,
should.
They don't care. They don't have
Oh,
to
they don't,
care.
They don't care.
They don't have to care. The second, what's bothering women, like modern women now, is that men are starting to say, "I don't care about you, not caring about me. I'm just gonna go over there and do my thing." That's pissing people off.
I like
because
that move. I
Yeah,
love that
It's
move.
Yeah.
literally just indifference is a killer of love, not hate. Hate's
Yeah.
still an energy. I can hate you, and you want to hate me back.
Yeah.
But if I don't give you anything, no purchase, what are you gonna do? Nothing. I just walk that way, and you blah 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 blah, and I just keep moving, and then I go do my thing, and then you're like, I don't have any place to aim that stuff, and now you're stuck. You're stuck with just you being a spiteful, vindictive, jerk.
Emotional damage.
basically. And now what do you got? Nothing. You have nothing. There's nothing for it.
Yeah.
Everybody is a creature, is a visual creature because 85% of our sensory is visual.
Yeah.
We look first, then we hear. We hear and then we look. But we're always trying to see. So if you're just a wildflower in the universe, and then men are going to look at you, and that's what the internet has become. It's become as much of the public as the public. So if you're putting yourself out there for all men, a particular man is not going to want you.
Yeah, exactly. And that's the
Not
thing.
to continue it anyway. He's going to pick you and then say, okay, you're with me. I'm going to water and cultivate this relationship, but you are not relationship material because you can't cultivate a relationship.
Yeah.
You like the attention.
It's like chicks always know if they're gonna fuck you right off the bat.
It's
And
very close to
yes,
90%.
It's like that, and then dudes are like, "Well, I want to fuck you,"
Mhm.
but then I find out, well, no, you're wifey material.
The-
See, these
the-
chicks don't understand that. Like, everybody wants to fuck you first,
Right. That's just a
and
man
then
thing.
later we go, okay,
That's a man thing.
she's worth it.
Your
That's what I'm
job
saying, like-
is to make me want to keep you
Yes,
around by
exactly.
not letting me hit it immediately.
yeah, exactly. If I hit it, I'm out.
Because you have pride in yourself or self-respect or self-esteem or whatever. But what they don't understand, but they flipped it on everybody now. Now they're going out and having sex with people they claim don't matter to them.
Yeah, but they're not. They can't be like dudes.
It's not even, that's,
The chicks try to
because-
do that.
right.
They can't.
That's
But-
against their nature.
Yeah, exactly.
but then they get a dude that they like and then they make him wait. Now, as
That's so
right.
funny.
but as a man,
Nah.
you see that.
Yeah. You're like,
And then you say, wait a minute.
well, I gotta work 8 times as hard.
You want
That's
me to love you and care about you and care for you, but you did all this just
sucking dick from the
filth
back and shit.
to that guy who doesn't matter to you. So now I'm going to act like you don't matter to me. You're giving the wrong signal.
Yeah.
You act like I don't matter. If I act like I matter to you and you treat me standoffish and like, wait, you got to wait a year and we got to put a ring on it stuff. But then you go over there and smash that dude and suck his toes and like lick every crease in his ball sack.
Jesus.
Like, and
All the creases.
Graphic.
while I'm sitting here asking you, wait a minute, hold on. So I just had to treat you like I don't give a fuck about you? And I get all the treatment that I wish we could explore together as mates? Because remember, it's a relationship first. And then sex growth.
That's
how it's
the
supposed to work.
normal. Yeah.
But now it doesn't do. Now they don't do that. They do. I don't care. I'm gonna go have my free spirited movement, my whole face, and all that stuff. And then they get dick down and ran through, and then try to hold now. Like they got city miles on them.
Bitch, you a Honda with
The
240.
mud flaps need to be changed. Like honestly, 240.
Vaginal
Like
rejuvenation.
I'm saying, you need Epsom salt. I'm gonna get the snapback.
the snapback.
Snapback.
Gotta take those Epsom salt baths.
So, but then if you say that, right? Everyone's like, you're a part of the problem. You're making the dichotomy between men and women worse or worse. You're just a misogynist. I could just sit here and watch it.
You're just pointing it out.
I just sit here
It's
and
always
watch
existed.
it. I'm
Yeah.
not. I'm. You're telling me that you have 139 bodies. I don't. Whatever. Those are the terms they use.
Jesus.
And then I say, how's that working out for you? And you say, I can't keep a man after I tell him that. And then we say, that's because men don't like that. And then they say,
Fuck you.
it's not up to what men like,
Yeah.
what I do with
like-
myself. And men just say this.
I don't have to buy it.
Consequences.
Kinda is. It kind of matters.
yeah.
it
does.
matters.
If it matters to the guy, it matters to the guy.
Yeah,
You
Exactly.
can't change
Why would
that
you
fact.
buy a new car versus an old car
If you had the same
if
money.
you had the same?
if it had the same money,
value?
the
Yeah,
same
exactly.
horsepower,
Like,
the
it don't-
same whatever.
It doesn't matter. It doesn't make any sense.
And their logic for that is, don't you want someone with experience?
no,
And that
I'll
number,
build that experience.
that number is what it is on the surface, but it's indicative of other things, other lifestyle choices,
Yeah.
other, you know what I mean? Other,
Yes.
you know,
Absolutely.
it-
Are you
it's a telltale.
irresponsible with yourself, your self-esteem?
your pride.
Your self-esteem, your pride. You need external validation.
Mhm.
to
Bitch, you ain't a
make
mother. At
move.
the end of the day, that's exactly what it is. Like, you ain't mother material. You know what I'm saying?
'Cause
Like, I'm going to
that's what-
smash you. I'm going to pass you.
And even, but see, so women are saying, I can change though.
No, you can't.
No, let's say they do. But the problem is, it doesn't matter if you can change. You waited so late. You're 28. You don't have kids. You had 73 dudes run through you. You're never, and this is, remember, this is all the stuff that gets you're just insecure. Remember this, because you're going to judge me based on 73 men that I have to stack up against. This is not regular. If you buy a car and you're like, I need a car that fits this facet of my life, right? You're getting a car, it's to and from, you want a new car. You're going to pick through all kinds of makes and models until you narrow it down to that one. As long as you've never driven that style of car, that type of car, that economy car, you're going to say, this one's good. This one's great for me. The second you test drive all of them, what do? I got to find the
Now you
best one
gotta
with this. I
compare,
got to find the best
yeah,
one with
yeah.
that. I got to find the best one with a third parameter.
Gain perspective.
And right. But they think they gain perspective. They do. They know now that they are not naked, or that they are naked.
Mm.
Now you know what dick is. And you know the variety of it. Do you think you're going to go back? You think you can narrow your mind back down? No. And we know that because his dick ain't that good.
Yeah.
You just read the
Be
comments.
like,
you
yo,
read all the stuff.
I
It's not
see those chicks do that. There's like, he has this, he has that, but I can't be with him because
he's boring or his dick isn't good or whatever.
Dick ain't what
He's
you're
not
looking
exciting.
for and fucking.
No, it's a relationship.
Yeah.
But they equate sex because they use sex as a weapon.
Yeah.
They use sex as a commodity. They trade sex,
Who is?
right? But when you trade sex, that makes you a sexual commodity, an object. But then they tell you, don't objectify me. But then you
Whisk can be close.
and then you just say, okay, well, I don't know where to go. And because I get in trouble for saying one thing or another that isn't, I'm going to treat you like a princess, and then get dogged because I treated you like a princess.
Yeah.
I'm going to go over here until you guys settle out, until you figure it out. Because anything I say is considered wrong, misogynistic. Like, it's just all poor,
that's the movement,
poor
right?
behavior.
Like,
And then now,
guys going their own
now
way.
dudes are like,
just
they don't-
bros.
but
There's
they
all
don't
kinds
look
of
at they don't
shit.
look at women in the gym anymore,
Yeah.
and women in the gym are working out for
hurting
two
themselves and
reasons.
shit. You see some of those
Yes.
videos? Yeah,
They-
you see
I'm
some of
not-
those videos?
What?
There's a compilation of these girls. They're like doing exercise. They're hurting themselves. And
Oh,
guys,
yeah.
guys
Like,
are
I
like,
walked right
past
guys
it,
are not
yeah.
but
I've
telling
seen
them
that.
why I worry.
because
Yeah.
because
Yeah.
because they're scared because they all have a camera out.
yeah.
Yeah.
Why
And
you
they're
touch me that way?
Like right.
yeah.
I remember
That could easily be a trap.
Yeah.
6
exactly.
or 7
It's a
years ago.
trap.
And sometimes it is.
Yeah.
6 or 7 years ago, some lady tried to sue a guy because he did CPR on her because he had to touch her chest. I wish it was a fake, but
Man,
it
how
wasn't.
you get hit with sexual harassment and not enjoy it? That's some more bullshit.
You're bugging.
Just saying, like, if I'm gonna go down, at least like,
Oh, him.
yeah,
Yeah.
like
He didn't grope it.
like you charge me. If I'm getting charged, I'm touching your titties.
That's what
in a-
Mike Tyson said. He said my only what did he say? He was like, I'm just upset that I didn't do it
Yeah,
because I'm paying for it.
yeah, that's what I'm like. How I get charged? I didn't even get
I
to
wish
do
I
mine.
would have done it so at least I earned this jail time
That's solid.
and the destruction of my reputation.
That's solid logic right there.
That's reverse psychology.
Yeah.
Which is what
Ty-
most
Ty-
of this is about.
Tyson out here spit. And then I had another one, Joseph, and Jared. This chick saying she can't find any feminist guys that
I
she,
saw
that
that
she likes.
one.
You saw that
I
one?
saw that one.
She's saying every guy that's masculine is Republican. I'm looking for a
Oh,
liberal.
I saw that
liberal.
headline.
I'm like, are you kidding me
Yeah.
right now?
But
Those
Okay.
dudes are just. It's not even like being Republican or being Democrat. You're looking at soft ass dudes in general,
well,
right?
and they gravitate towards
They
a certain
gravitate
lifestyle,
towards
a
that, but
certain
let's say-
ideology.
Yeah,
And I'm like, it is, and she won't open her eyes to it. She won't say, you know what? Maybe I should give these other guys a
Nah.
chance.
Nah.
That's someone who's just indoctrinated.
Yeah.
She's
Right.
just afraid to say that she likes conservatives, or maybe she's one herself. I don't want to turn this political, but
Well, she did. It wasn't us.
she wants a certain type of guy.
Right.
She's explaining an oxymoron. Like, both those things don't exist at the same. Maybe they do,
can.
but you know what I
They
mean.
It's
can.
few and far between,
Yeah.
and that's her problem.
So she's
Good
afraid
luck.
to admit it because she doesn't want to get, ousted by her liberal friends or whatever. You know what I mean? She's just
Yeah.
kind of ashamed. She's a closet.
Well, she put it on
Conservative.
TikTok, so everybody knows.
Yeah.
She's like, I can't
Right.
find what I'm looking
Well,
for.
she wants a manly man. She's not afraid to say that, but she's afraid of the second part. She's afraid of
They happen to be
they
conservative.
happen to be, yeah.
Right. Or they have these conservative mindsets.
So
They're not even conservative.
Yeah, exactly.
That's
It's
the
just
funny
more
thing.
So you want-
It's
traditional,
conservative. It's just like, look,
You-
sit
you want
down.
this
Let me
ma-
pull out your chair. Let me do the thing. Sit it. Now
Yeah.
let me go check the bump in the night. But
Yeah.
you understand where that comes from, and that's the conservative side of traditional thinking or what have you.
Yeah, you
Yeah.
can't have your cake and eat it too, bro.
Apparently,
That's what
it
these
all
chicks
You
boils
want
want.
you
down
want this
to.
you want this manly guy who's gonna
Do all this
be a
shit.
protector, be a provider,
Mhm.
and also want to kill babies in the 9th month of the
Yeah,
pregnancy.
exactly.
Like,
Yeah.
just you
Yeah.
know what I mean?
It's a weird.
She's afraid to admit the second part.
it's a
I
weird-
mean,
I think she's afraid that she's coming around
She's seeing shit.
because she understands the world ain't spit, and the only people that are going to be able to protect her from the crazies, because she's around crazy. I bet she's like, oh my gosh, this is tough. I don't believe wholeheartedly in this stuff anymore, and maybe that's why I'm starting to see the virtues of the other side, or not the other side, obviously, but just like a conservative mindset versus I don't. You know me. I don't.
I'm sorry,
I don't
but,
couch
like-
anything in liberal and conservative politics or viewpoints as far as Republican and Democrat, because it's so muddied now.
Yeah.
But there is the traditional, there's the conservative viewpoint, and then there's a liberal viewpoint. And the crazy thing is, you can be liberal and still care about your woman and care about the
Yeah.
house and build stuff.
yeah.
That's the problem. The people she's around are politically unsound.
Yeah, they're way on the other side.
Yeah,
They're not
and
like
and they've co-opted the term and the mindset. They don't believe in liberalism. They just have the moniker, or the
Yeah.
designation,
yeah.
so that they can push against the other people who happen to have the other side.
Yeah.
That's what I always say. Like, I think everybody that's apolitical, or most people that's apolitical, just don't follow politics, are by default liberal, because they're getting all this stuff from the mainstream media,
Right.
just normal discourse out in the open, and they believe in these certain tenets, right? The everything's
Live and let live.
yeah. It's not it's got to be the I can't think of the word. Anyway, they want to be they want to do the safe choice. They don't want to say
Yeah.
anything that goes against the grain or
Yeah,
anything
most
like
people
that.
have
like
like a
that.
moral high ground. They're like, well, I just want to do what's right. Like a lot of people just
But they're
Wanna do
saying
what's
it,
right.
but they're never
but
going to.
devoid of facts,
Yeah, exactly,
logic,
of course.
reasoning, data, anything
but
like that.
but there are people who are so smart. That's why they're able, once they got control of the media and everything else, they're able to just go. They know how most people work. They're gonna work into the brain, so they're gonna go and throw out all this shit in the media and slowly try to get you to change to that way. That's why it takes like All right, it
Generation
takes
and a half.
it's like it takes a
So
while
it's a
for
generation
you.
and a half.
That's why they
It's
attack
young adults
the college.
and then their
Yeah,
children,
exactly.
And then young
They
adults
attack,
and then their
attack the
kids.
kids. They attack the
What
college
they do is they
students.
make things trendy.
And then what happens? Soon as most of these kids turns 38, 40, and then they try when they
It's too
live
late.
life,
Right.
it's too late.
Because,
like they're
and
like,
then
wait
they
a minute,
have
everything
a
I've been
child,
taught. Yeah, exactly.
and they're like, oh my
what
gosh,
the
I don't want
fuck?
my kid to go through this.
Exactly.
Because they make what they do, what they've been doing, is making things a counterculture. Why do you think Boomer came out? What do you know, old man? Everything is
Old man yells at cloud.
like everything is a counterculture now. The young to the old to the young, the gamer to the normie, the normie to the gamer, the man to the woman to the man. Everything is diametrically opposed. It's a counter. They've run the counterculture.
Always
thing.
has to be.
They
against.
used to do it in the '60s. They did it in the '70s. They co-opted the Green Party and the what was the other movement against the bankers?
Wall Street, Occupy Wall Street.
Occupy Wall Street, which, whether you agree with it or not, they co-opted it and made it something else. And then they absorbed it into something and then said, that's enough of that.
Do you think that's why a lot of leftists don't believe in or don't want people to have kids, because kids mature you to the point where you might actually start thinking and maybe not?
I don't think
follow
leftists don't want to have kids. I think they want the freedom to decide.
They don't
if
even
they
believe in
make
the
a
family
mistake.
structure, you know?
That's different.
No.
That's different. Because there are a lot of women who still want to have kids, and they're leftists. What they're doing is it's the party line. It's always a party line. They're going to tell you anything, and then they're going to go have a kid and move. Because they have to move, because their friends are crazy, because their affiliations are crazy. There's no, and if they don't, more power to them. Don't have kids. You're a crazy person.
Yeah.
If they are crazy, I think the family structure, the destruction of family structure. Again, that's a counterculture. They made it so it's cool. Hey, man, it's cool not to have a family and not to have a husband. And what are you doing with yourself, man? They can't attack a man that way. They can't attack. Why do you think they use women as a beating stick now? The woman is a bat now. Why? Because you can't tell me it's hard to stop my drive to have sex and then my drive to be dutiful. Because most people will be dutiful. If you accidentally had a kid right now, you'd buck up.
Most dudes, yeah.
Most, yeah.
Yeah.
Even if it's only 60%.
Yeah.
The other fringes are, who'd you have it with? That chick is crazy. That chick's on drugs. You know what I'm saying? That's fringe stuff. But by and large, 60, 65, I'm going to do what I'm supposed to do.
Yeah.
So now you have this we'll call it, it's still a broken home, but there's still a dude in the house. But you know who doesn't want a dude in the house? A woman who wants to be what she wants to be because they keep telling her you can be anything you want.
Yeah, but those same women are the ones raising the dudes that chick doesn't want.
Doesn't matter. That's why they're
know what I'm saying?
That's why they're using
it's
them.
It's so crazy.
That's why they're using them. Go have your fun.
Yeah.
Who's having the most fun? The handsome guy. Why? Women want him. And what do women want more than anything? What another woman finds attractive.
Isn't that what always happens back in the day?
true.
You get a girl, all the girls are looking at you.
Because you
Bitch, where the fuck were you?
because you're vetted by the woman that you
Now I'm about
got.
to have a starting lineup.
She vetted you. If you got an 8, the other 8s are like, what's
that
he have?
smell like?
And then anyone below that is also, until a 9 says, I don't know.
That's anything. That's people. That's cars. That's
Yeah,
clothes.
yeah, that's
It's
true.
not.
It's status. It's women. Women vet based on what other women are doing with a man. I'm 5'5" and a quarter. If I have a 5'10", which I had before, a 5'10" cute girlfriend, other women are looking at me. They're like, "What in the?"
He must be funny.
Whatever.
I
No,
wonder how big his tongue is.
doesn't matter. But to me, it doesn't matter. That's
Yeah,
just all right.
That's just them.
Right.
What he smell like.
That's why you get a.
That means you got something else going on.
Right, and that's all it is. It's just he's got some status somewhere, and then you could be an ain't shit dude.
Well, the actual stats prove what you're talking about.
I know.
You see,
I ain't talking out my ass.
80% of chicks 80% of the chicks are getting impregnated by
20%
20%
of
of
the
the
men.
guys.
Hmm.
And most of the guys have multiple chicks pregnant.
Right, because they are vetted.
They're those dudes.
And they're also willing.
yeah.
Those dudes are also willing.
They're,
so
they're the ones going after it.
Because
so
they
that puts 80% of the dudes
as invisible
and
or nearly invisible.
yeah, and that all has to do with the phones.
As much as anything
else. It's
As
like
much as anything.
now they
else.
can look at status. They can
Yeah.
look at all this shit through the phone and be like,
You got all the
why would I
parameters,
go
all
after
the
Jared
attributes.
in Fairhaven? That used to be my only option. Now I'm riding.
Right,
somewhere
now I
else.
can go. Now I can get driven out,
Yeah,
Ubered out, flown
exactly.
out,
Yeah,
whatever.
It's fucking crazy.
And then I can attack. And then I can look for men who are quote unquote higher value. I never like that term because it's
it's stupid.
a money because so much is attached to the
Based.
money aspect instead of the overall status.
yeah.
But they do use it. They use it fairly. I just don't like it. They use it fairly enough when they're talking about when men are talking about men. They use it to talk about men who have something going on in their lives. They don't have any baggage in the background, like big baggage in the background. They have a good job, and they're sane.
Yeah.
Like they don't use it, as an impropriety or whatever. But yeah, it's crazy.
Yeah, it is crazy.
Yeah. All right. What's next? I think we should lighten up the mood a little bit.
All right, what we got, Jared?
I got some Biden gaffes. You hear the latest one? This might be
He's sniffing on some
Yeah,
other.
did he fall
touched-
again?
No, he
Some
touched
top-
some other lady. Apparently.
Oh,
Wait,
was
another
what?
lady came
No,
out.
yeah, it was Eva Longoria. I think.
Yeah.
But that's not. That's
he
not what
was he was smelling her.
Yeah, like what's
What
Yeah,
she
he-
smell like? He took that turn
hot,
to the
hot
next
Cheetos,
level.
flaming hot Cheetos.
I didn't see the video.
Eva Mendes, she smelling like
Well, she
fried bananas.
She
and
made
fucking beans and
a
rice.
movie recently, and it was about the guy who made Flamin' Hot Cheetos. He was a janitor. He's a Latin Hispanic janitor.
Damn.
Yeah, in the Cheeto factory, and they're like, the reason why we're not going anywhere is because you guys don't change anything. And they were like, you're just a janitor. What do you know? And he's like, all right. And then he cooked it up some more. I didn't see the whole thing, but that's
Did he
basically
make
what it's
money
about.
off it? Was
I'm
this-
not. I think they probably that's probably what the movie's about.
They
Whether they froze them out or they're like, yeah, we'll give you $12 and here's some tortillas. Now get out of my face.
Yeah,
You know what I mean?
Get back
And-
to work.
Yeah, that's basically now. now that hallway, it's a little
Yeah.
Cheeto dusty.
Yeah.
Can you get after
You
it?
created this shit. You gonna clean this shit. Got dust all over my pen.
I rubbed my eye and got flaming hot juice in my
that shit
fire.
hurt.
You lucky I don't sue you for
Right?
this shit.
You know? And then he's like, now get out of here. And he's like, we got something now. Steal this shit right now. Take it to the lab.
Trademark it by tomorrow.
Like, tomorrow. Right now. Send out a mass email. They got lawyers on call. What you talking
Damn.
about?
All right, so what Biden smell like?
So nobody heard this, right?
Ben Gay in a filled diaper.
Yeah,
Oh, Joseph. Wow.
in his basement.
Mm.
He no one heard last week. He was at a gun safety
Oh, God.
conference, and he just said something complete. This is my top 3 favorite Biden lines, and I'm using it from now on.
That's it. It's good.
So I'm just gonna play it, and
Yeah,
we'll
play
see
it.
what
I
you
need
can
to
It's going
point
to
out.
be up there with what the fuck, Charles?
So it's how we said farewell to the crowd. But
Oh,
okay.
my
Here we
gosh.
go.
All right, well, I tell you what. Here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to ask the White House photographer to come up. And all I'm going to do is I'm going to stand. I usually shake everybody's hand. But I'm going to stand in front of each section. No, I really mean it. And if you can see the camera,
When he
they
says
can
I
see
really
you.
mean it, that means
And
he's lying.
it's the least consequential part of this whole meeting for you. I promise. All right? God save the Queen, man.
Well done.
Wait, what the fuck?
Exactly.
Was he in fucking England?
Well, not only that,
The Queen
Queen's dead.
died 3 months ago.
Yeah.
God save the Queen.
Well done.
He said it before. He just randomly
Says
says
that
it.
God didn't save the queen.
Yeah.
God, yeah, he did it.
He tried, but
He saved it for a long time.
Yeah,
What are you
he
talking
did.
about? She's been
yeah,
around.
I know, but
So let's recap. Gun safety
God save the
debate.
Queen.
nothing to do with guns
Yeah,
whatsoever.
nothing.
You sure?
God save the
Maybe
Queen.
he's planning something against the Queen. Oh shit! It already went down.
You didn't fill me in.
Oh my god!
Wait, she's dead?
I have made a grave mistake.
And then you obviously can't see it, but at the end, just like always, he doesn't know which way to
Doesn't
exit
know
the
which way to
stage.
go. I can see it
He's
from here.
always like,
He's like, what?
He was like-
Right, right, left, right. Oh,
Aye. I can't wait for him to run again. It's gonna be
Well, RFK is surging in the polls.
Well, you seen his I
Yeah,
was hearing
Joe
some
Rogan.
of the Joe Rogan stuff. He's pretty solid. For Democrats, he's probably their best bet.
So-
but I'm gonna call it right now.
Mm-hmm.
They're all gonna still stick behind Biden.
Oh yeah, that's like
It's just what Joseph. It's just
anyone that's anti-establishment.
Yeah,
they're gonna
exactly.
just like when
They're
Tulsi
just-
Gabbard tried to run 4 years
They're
ago.
just gonna be like, nope.
They
Counterculture.
Hillary
Yeah.
Clinton rode on her.
They made it cool to do that.
They're just like, well, we can.
Even Bernie Sanders, I hate his guts, but he won a couple of he won the first couple of
And then Hillary
primaries.
destroyed his soul.
No, and then he just fell off a map.
No,
It's
they
like,
told
why-
him to leave. They paid him $3 million and said, "Get out because you're taking away our Hillary's votes."
Yeah, Hillary destroyed.
He was
his soul.
he
Mhm.
what he ended up doing was pulling a lot of the college vote from her. He had like 10 million college votes, which
Yeah.
is almost all
And
the
then with-
college people. Because he was like, "I'm going to try to find a way to pay off your loans."
Yeah.
And then with
where-
Biden in
and then
2020,
where did they get it? They stole that from Bernie.
Yeah.
We'll do it. Don't worry. And we're the bigger party, so
he started off hot both times, 2016, 2020, and then
Mhm.
just slowly fell off a cliff.
because he starts talking about
Oh yeah. Well,
heavy
he's more on the
social
net, yeah.
programs. And nobody knows where the social programs come from except for people who say that's just tax money, like the stimulus. They took your tax money and then gave it back to you. I saw a meme the other day. They said they took 25% of your money and then you clap when they gave you 2% back. And I was like, that's not my
Yep.
money. Like I was pissed
Can I get
off.
all of it?
Like you took 20,
Yep.
like every year you take 25% and then inflation goes up, I don't know, 1-2%. So now
It's supposed
basically-
to be 1-2%.
this time it was 6, 8,
Yeah, it was
8%.
5 year over year currently, which is down a little bit, but still way too high.
Well, that's only because the Fed lowered it a little bit
Yeah.
so that they can course correct. So
Yeah.
everyone could say, "See, look, we're doing something."
yeah, they're between a rock and a hard place.
Yeah.
They don't want to keep raising interest rates, but they have to. They took a little break, which
Our
the
money's
market's
worth
like.
nothing.
The
That's
market
why.
is crazy.
They have to do something.
You saw some of the incentives they're giving people like 70 to 80,000 on certain houses to
Be
counter-
careful. Be
to
careful.
counter- to
because
counter
you know
the-
what's going to happen.
the interest rates on it. I'm
Well, I
like,
know they're
that's-
charging well qualified buyers a fee that helps the low income buyers or the low
That
qualified
is so
buyers.
what? That don't.
So that's
See?
How
It's-
you
so-
freaking,
that's called that's called socialism.
Yeah,
It's like
exactly.
derivatives.
Socialism light.
That's bullshit.
It's just that's
You're gonna fuck with
they're
me
gonna-
because I
no,
got
they're
good
gonna
credit
tank-
and I got some money.
no, they're going to tank the economy.
Equity, damn it. It's equity.
They're gonna
I
tank-
get equity, but God,
They're going to tank the economy. They have to. It's and if not, they're going to shake it up so much that everyone's scared and shits themselves, and then nobody moves, and then they're like, "Look, it's stagnant. We got to do something. Here's the new big change."
I was talking to the truck driver at work. He was delivering shit. He was so mad. I'm like, dude, you usually laughing. He's like, man, I went to Save a Lot and that shit's expensive.
Yeah, that's what I'm
He was
saying.
mad. He's like,
Dollar General's
he's like, no one goes
$2.50
to
now.
Save a Lot. He's like, I went to Save a Lot. You just
Right.
save some shit. He's like, I might as well
Ain't
go to
nobody
Market
there,
Basket. I'm
right?
like,
And nobody, and it's full in there.
yeah.
I gotta fight to get in the seat.
Well, I've been going to Stop and Shop because it's a much better experience, but it's like, damn, I'm going to
is
Market
super
Basket.
Yeah,
expensive.
that's
Damn,
crazy.
it's double the price.
Yeah, it's
Yeah,
crazy.
man. I haven't been in there, and
Dude, Market Basket
Years.
hurts my soul. We went on a Wednesday
It
afternoon.
doesn't matter.
We went on a Wednesday afternoon. I'm like, it can't be that bad.
guys,
It's bad.
Most people are at work. Stupid. that
Listen.
was a dumb thing.
no, but we
Dude, the
live
whole
here,
parking
though.
lot was full. I had to park in the overflow.
Yeah.
But you
parking
live
lot.
here though. You live in Fairhaven.
Yeah.
That's a one employment household.
He's look across the street.
No, that's what I'm saying. He's a one.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So Fairhaven and New Bedford, because they're Portuguese, they
Mm.
don't. Their wives don't work. That's a one, and Creole women, they stay in the house.
Mhm.
They're all. That's why.
They're all shopping.
No. That's why it is though. It's the culture that's here.
My wife goes on Wednesdays.
You know when I go? First thing in the morning.
Yes, when you get out
With
of
the
work.
old people?
After a night shift,
Night shift.
All
I
you
go
have to
in
do
there,
is-
yeah.
all you have to do is go around the people that are stocking the shelves.
I just
all.
keep it moving. I'm in and out
quick,
before
yeah.
8.
Damn, Joseph on the head.
But you can go to Stop and Shop anytime
Because
and
it's so
like so
expensive.
pleasant. It's like you see,
Chuchi's,
hey, how you
Chuchi's is
doing?
pretty nice, dog.
Yeah,
I'm-
They're-
I'm-
Now
they're
the
ex-
prices.
they're
I'm
expensive
like-
too. That's so
they-
close to you.
They're better than Stop and Shop.
This is great podcast material. The price is up by.
Well, I'm just saying, man.
We
this
talk
shit-
about everything.
Nah,
dude.
Yeah.
it's
We talk
inflation.
about
I understand it's
inflation
because of
sucks
inflation.
dick, bro.
Yeah,
But
we got off topic.
they pumped all that money into the system like they did with Obama and they did it with George Bush.
I'm about to get
They-
my
every
daughter
time-
on Dance Moms or something. I need some income or some shit.
Baby shark.
Yo,
shark,
my
shark.
that show was on at my house, and I was like, I thought basketball moms were bad. Jesus,
Dance
mother
moms
of
are terrible.
God, those
They're-
women are
Is
brutal.
that the one Honey Boo Boo's on?
No,
or
that-
whatever?
that's the other
Nah,
one.
this is some shit like.
That's just as bad.
And they get mad if they don't get a solo. And
Yeah.
she thought her daughter ain't shit.
Yeah.
Blah blah blah.
Yeah.
And her
Well,
daughter
I-
was legit good, but
I don't even understand how you're surprised by it because you coach.
I know I see
and
it, but
those
I'm like,
dudes are
they're
parents
bad there, but
Yeah.
dance moms,
Yes,
holy
they're the worst. It's their
shit.
whole life
Yeah, it is.
because they're living vicariously
my
through
life.
They
their
live it
yeah,
to the kid.
through the
Yeah,
kids.
yeah,
They're like,
yeah.
that should be.
I'm
me.
not pretty. I mean, she's not
I
pretty.
just saw a thing where not an article. Somebody sent an email in, like a hello Abby. She was like, I'm jealous of my daughter and how pretty she is and how much she's doing with her life. And I was like, you need a Jesus.
Yeah, those,
You
who
need
are
help.
these chicks?
God
in,
save the
in
queen.
competition
God
with their
save-
fucking daughter.
exactly.
Like
Bitch,
that's
you old.
crazy. That's nuts. She's over 40, I think she was. I had it on my other phone. My other phone's not here. But yeah.
All right, my second gaff of the day. This is gonna be a segment, and this isn't by.
Jared's gaff.
Gross.
I just
But
wanna-
also, yes.
Yeah.
I ain't saying pause about none of that.
I just want to know how John Fetterman got elected.
Oh, yeah.
I mean, was Dr. Oz that bad?
No,
that we
it's
had
just-
to elect a guy who can't even form a sentence.
I do have to.
You don't even have to
legitimate
debate
struggle.
no more.
I
You
know we
just-
did.
Like,
But why? And his wife's over here parading him around like
that's what I'm.
that's sad.
It's sick.
It's sad. And I
Yeah.
have. So I turned the screen to you guys so you can see. This is.
I've
cri-
seen some pretty cringe
This
shit
is
from him.
cringe. Like I watched it this morning and I was like, I wanted to crawl under
Does
the
he have
table.
stakes in Carhartt?
That's another thing too.
Motherfucker always wearing Carhartt hoodies and shit. I'm like,
Can we-
Is he branded? Like,
Certain circumstances, I get it. It's comfortable. Certain circumstances, can we just abide by like if you're gonna go somewhere important, you gotta meet important
Yeah.
people. You gotta be speaking in the
Yeah,
Senate.
but
just
that's
wear
his-
a suit.
that's his
like
gimmick.
that's what we
That's good.
do.
You know what that is?
everybody needs a gimmick.
Yeah, but you know what that
That's
is?
a shitty gimmick.
No. It's great. It's great for
I'm
him.
the working man.
It's great for the
Well,
people who work with him in government because they know his job is not to be taken seriously.
Yeah, they just like
They don't have to care about him.
he's not doing
They
anything.
do the hey, yeah, oh no,
he's
that's
just
good.
he's
You're
just a
doing it."
vote.
And
He's a
then-
puppet.
Yeah.
And then they're like, this guy. Honestly, that's because that's what you do.
Yeah.
You have it at work.
when you have
Until they
incompetent
prove
people.
themselves.
Yeah, when you have incompetent people, you're just
Right.
like, yeah.
Until they prove themselves, you don't, and it doesn't matter what they wear. Then you treat him like he's not gonna make it,
But
and he is gonna. He might not either, but he. I mean, he's made it, but let's be honest, he's just. I'm
His-
gonna vote.
That's
for
His,
him.
how-
his wife's evil because you can tell it's not about him. It's about her.
Oh,
it's
she's
about
the
her
power behind
propping
that throne.
herself up.
Yeah,
through
the high
him.
She's a
status,
power
yeah.
behind
While
the
this
throne.
guy, what was it? A week after he got elected, he was already in a mental hospital for
Yeah.
depression. This guy,
Then he
ain't-
had to-
he's not gonna last long.
How does that? How do we not have that as a prerequisite or a law?
Well, sure, the president has to be.
They get
Yeah, we gotta
his-
start with him.
his-
Yeah.
Well,
That's what
they're
I'm saying.
supposed to.
He's not writing that hit to run, but he's still
No,
there.
because we
We've
haven't.
come
We
to a
haven't.
po-
Did we impeach him?
That's what I'm saying. We come to a point in society
But we
where
can't impeach him. You can't
we
impeach him.
Just can't.
He's unimpeachable.
Not
well,
for that.
you could technically.
Okay, but who's gonna do it?
Yeah, ain't no
That's
one
my
gonna do it.
point. No, I'm not talking about technically. I'm talking about
It
the
ain't gonna happen.
the fabric
Nah,
of our
they're
nation.
not. Yeah, we're
Yeah,
a fucking
yeah.
mess.
Do you? This is why I know they're not going to. He got elected even after saying, "If you don't vote for me, then
Yeah,
you're
you
not
black.
black.
Yeah,
You
I
ain't
remember
black.
that.
Okay, and the black people didn't. The black people said didn't get affronted by the fact that he said that. They got affronted by the fact that he said it openly, because their response was, "If you had just shut up, we were gonna vote for you anyway." I know because I listened. Was it Charlemagne?
Charlemagne. Yeah.
Charlemagne.
And he was like,
Charlemagne.
"If you had just shut up, we were gonna vote for you anyway. Stop ruining it." And then they voted for him anyway.
Yeah, of course.
Because they thought they were gonna get stuff.
And the mainstream media muffled it just enough
Yeah,
that it
it's
didn't
always
cause
that way.
didn't cause too much
Right.
damage.
It should have. And
They
it,
like,
but that's crazy because we know it should have caused more damage because
Well,
black people are inflammatory. That's why they like to throw stuff at them.
if the Hunter
like
Biden laptop
gas.
story didn't do damage, you know what I mean? They totally cover that up. That was
Oh,
Right,
yeah,
but
the
that didn't
FBI
involve
was
black people.
involved.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
There's a different community.
Right.
And that's the Democrats or whomever is up there saying, "I'm cover that." What are you, crazy? We don't have time for that right now. Show us.
The media's
show us.
job's to cover the news till it.
They
till
cover
it
it
doesn't
up?
breathe anymore.
Well, they
Yeah.
cover it up already. They smother the crap. out of
Smothered.
it.
Yeah, so John Fetterman was at some kind of hearing talking about the collapse on Interstate 95.
Oh,
Why
yeah,
is he
yeah.
even in a?
I don't know.
They
But
should
they
just
asked him
not
about it.
allow him to go out.
Isn't he? He's Pennsylvania.
Yeah,
That's
well,
why,
it happened in a state, but
Yeah.
still, why does he? What does he have to add to the conversation?
Yeah, that's
I
what I'm
guess,
saying.
you know, but
Well,
I get what you're saying.
that's like-
Obviously,
you're my
it's his state.
representative. Yeah, like
Yeah.
That's like.
I want to make sure that you are at least because there's federal funds that could come out of there. If
Hey,
he's a-
let's just throw
I understand
Gizmo
what
into
you're
this podcast and see what he thinks.
Yeah.
I understand what you're
Yeah,
saying.
that's about what you're saying.
Throw the dog on here.
Yo,
It's like-
empty mug.
Yeah.
What you got?
What you got?
So let's see.
Nothing. I'm empty. I'm dead on the
So
inside.
let's actually see if he adds something to the
All right, let's
conversation. He
go.
was asked
Oh.
about. He was
I don't
asked
like
about
this
Interstate
setup.
95. Let's
Jerry
see.
just set us up.
Yeah. He's like, I know 95 numbers.
What if he
It's-
starts
it's
singing
worse.
a
It's
song?
I can
worse.
count to 95.
95 South with
92,
the clock sitting
96.
high. Start singing hump with it. Like, what are you talking? This dude's back in Freaknik. What is happening?
All right, here we go.
Oh, we gotta talk about Freaknik.
Oh, we don't have to.
Earlier today, some comments about the tragic accident in 995.
It's so
and
cringy.
if you want to make any
don't even
comments
wanna
with
look at
respect to that, feel free. You're recognized.
That dude set him up.
That's just a basic question.
I would just really like to, the 95.
Was he playing lottery? The fuck?
That's the price
Obviously,
of his
that
camper.
you're pretty much preoccupied with 95, and I know I certainly am too. And we know it's a major eatery, not just for
Did he say
Pennsylvania,
eatery?
but for the East Coast. And
He did.
a lot of Pennsylvanians are worried that the delays in repairs bring to its standstill.
What? What the fuck did he just say? Hi, this is like if you were
95 eatery. It brings to the bill.
Dude, this is like if you would took me at like 10 years old, I was learning English and gave me an important ass job. It was like, go up
95.
there.
95.
The highest temperature in New England
95.
on May 22nd, 1983 was 95. It was 95 and then 95 and then 95.
That's a heat wave. 395s.
Most people went to
95.
an eatery to get ice cream.
Ah.
The eatery was called 95. It's actually 99, but
I got
you
3
know,
Sundays.
But
so
there was
95,
4 of us. Subtract
95.
4 from 95. 99, 95.
That's how much I paid for my camper.
95, 95, 95. It was used, and it was in the 70s. It cost $10,000.
But now in
But
1995, we
in
got it
99
for
Adjusted for inflation back in
95.
95. I wrote this back in 95.
It was, Tupac was right next to him in 94. Like, I wrote this back in 95. Like, oh, he stole it from him.
He wrote it a year later.
This is the new, like, between him and Biden, bro. It's just
And
like,
AOC.
well, yeah, it's just fucking
God.
Saying whatever they want to say. Yeah, you just say whatever. No, that's your senator. So I'm telling you, like, if people, all right, I'm fine, full on conspiracy. I'm full on conspiracy.
Let it go, Justin.
Like, think about it though. Think about it.
He was blackmailed.
You're an external superpower, right? You're a superpower somewhere
What's
else.
that lobotomy? You think he got one of those?
Well, he had a
A
stroke.
botched version.
He had a stroke, so he's.
Yeah, see, I
no,
even feel bad.
No, I don't.
No, I'm not.
Why is he up there then?
Thank you.
That's
I don't
my
have a
thing.
problem.
Like,
Exactly.
like have a stroke, but
you can't be in the public
yeah,
and me
exactly.
not make fun of you.
Yeah,
It's his wife's
you out
fault.
there. Yeah, you out there.
He
Don't
prob-
step on the court, bro. You can't
Look,
play.
I-
I would not be
all the way
surprised if behind the scenes he's like, I don't want to do this, and she's like, you shut the fuck up.
And-
You're doing this.
Oh, you're not getting
and you're
pegged
gonna win
tonight.
too, because Dr. Oz is.
She's
Shitty
doing that
kid.
anyway, so you can't remember. She's
like
get revenge on that dude
every
for
day I
all the
wake
time.
up, my ass hurt.
He don't know that. He
like
don't
back
even
in
know what it costs.
'95.
In 95. For 95 minutes. My ass be hurting. 95 seconds it bleeds. I don't.
Damn it, Joseph. I'll be bleeding for 95
95
seconds.
seconds.
Ruptured
You did.
anuses.
Bruh.
The fuck.
Oh, that's brings man full circle back to I'm
Freaknik, we going back to Freaknik.
sorry. Sorry, hold on. Full circle back to women. Remember any given Sunday where the dude had a
Oh, the
concussion.
dude.
He was broken down, and she's
Willie
like, "You
Bean-
get back out there, and you get it." And I was like, "Bruh, why don't you get your bitch ass out there and get hit in the head by freaking a fast moving train?"
That Willie Beeman?
Was that what he?
That was
No,
the
not
Jamie
Willie
Foxx?
Beeman. No, the white
Oh.
guy.
Oh, the white guy. That movie is so shitty. Isn't that not a
It
horrible
was a
movie?
6 movie. The best thing about it was freaking.
I
what's
give
his
it a
name?
3.
By inches. Like I wish they would have gotten.
I just like football, so
I wish it would have gotten.
When the dude loses his eye in the field.
I like that scene. Not that scene. I like the scene where he's telling his wife, "Look, I don't think I can do it anymore." And she's like, "This is my lifestyle. You get back out there." And I was like, "Fuck that bitch." You lucky I wasn't your friend. I would have smacked the piss out of her, the hot water piss out of her, like my mom.
You're
used
like,
to
I'm
say.
gonna end up like Fetterman over
Like,
here,
straight
so
up,
you can
bro.
fucking have a
Exactly.
Corvette,
So you can
bitch.
have, like
Get the fuck out of
dude
here.
played for like 12 seasons. He's like, I think he tore his rotator cuff, and he's like, I don't know about coming back from this. I had like 4 concussions. Like he was like, I don't get to see the kid. Like it was legitimate shit. And she was like, "You get back out there!" And I would have the uppercut, tiger uppercut.
She would have had a concussion.
Like, yeah, it would have been her
Now
first.
you know how I feel.
It would have been
Yeah,
her
like,
first
Any given Sunday,
and
bitch.
last.
Get 5 more of those.
Every Sunday. Every Sunday.
Give
he
your ass
just-
a concussion.
He
Any
just
given
looks
Sunday.
like he just looks at her. Yeah, you don't know if he's coming or not. do you? Any given Sunday, bitch. 95.
And I get hit like that. I get hit like that 60 plays.
Like 18, and sometimes in practice.
Yeah,
You dumb cunt. I wish you would. Nah, see, you can't. But that now back to him and his evil wife,
Yep.
who has a lifestyle and then sees the power that can come from it. And he's like, "Oh, it's status. That's crazy.
I just like
They're-
that as a society.
You're willing to, and you're allowed to just do. They're
as
allowed
a
to just
society,
do it.
they're just like, we're just gonna throw a dude who's drawing, and we're gonna vote for him, and he's gonna be in charge of important shit.
Twice.
That's how partisan of a country we are.
That's what I'm saying. That's
It
how
doesn't
fuck.
matter if
doesn't
you have
even
a brain
matter
in
if
your
I have
head.
a dog running. I don't like the other person.
If a dog
I-
could get elected, it would.
would-
As long as it has a
there's
D
there's
or
mayors.
an R next to its name.
There's mayors. Mayor cats, mayor dogs.
Yes.
Yeah.
People vote them
The
in.
Midwest.
Yeah, they get
Um,
voted and shit.
I
Horse-
think he
horses
was.
have been voted.
I think he's.
What
a-
a-
They don't win,
What
but
are we
they've been
doing?
voted.
I
yes.
think they did that on purpose, though. That's legit. And his wife is probably behind the scenes, being the one that says, "All right, we'll do whatever you say. Just hit me off with the freaking pork, baby.
Hit me, baby.
One way or the other.
95.
$95,000 each time I get bribed. 95 bribes, 95 bribes, 95 times, 95.
The last sentence made no sense. The last sentence was just good.
But he was going.
He was
to,
like,
no, don't play it
He's
again.
just
I can't. My spine
That's why I
can't
play the
handle it.
95 part. That's gonna be a drop.
Yeah,
That's gonna be a drop.
95.
We gotta
95.
have
we gotta add 95.
That and God bless the Queen. Like
That's how I'm signing off every
he said
podcast.
95.
95, 95.
I know you're
You know,
the worst part.
You know, 95.
Now I'm
95,
saying-
you know?
you know, you're pretty much preoccupied.
You're
with
preoccupied with 95. Bitch, it's a major artery up and down the East Coast. It's how we get stuff
Yeah,
from
like-
one place to another.
Why are
in
you
trucks.
preoccupied
We got no diapers
on one of the
95.
major highways in the country?
95. 95 tons of rubble. I know you're preoccupied with 95, but 95.
I like how you pointed out the
95.
eatery.
And then he said an
was-
eatery
yeah.
because we can't get stuff to it,
Yep,
like the food stuff.
That's funny.
Now they have to raise stuff by
I am too, and
95%.
we know it's a major eatery. Not just for,
a major eatery.
I know it's like a major
That was
eatery.
an LDism right there. Like,
is this?
what
It's
that?
95
Eatery? Artery?
90
Artery?
95 is
That's like
sitting
Cheesecake Factory. That's a major
Like-
eatery. A lot of
I
traffic
know,
comes in
listen,
and out of there.
it's,
I got a coupon to that eatery.
there's a 95 next to each Gulf gas station. And I know it's clogging things up for 95. I'm sorry, 95.
Told them not to put the rest up there. There's too
I
much
know-
traffic.
I know you're
The
preoccupied.
eatery? That's fucking gold.
An eatery. Man, listen.
It's a major eatery.
A major eatery.
Major.
On par with McDonald's.
1 billion served, bitch.
95 a day.
Bitch, you smell like French fries.
Like, oh, you smell like my girl. Oh, never mind. I bet you smell
oh,
like
fuck off, bro.
insane.
Oh,
Just, you poor thing. And I think he's a plant. I think, honestly.
well, I don't give a fuck. Don't go up there.
I know, but no. But that's the thing. His wife or somebody put him in that
They
position.
put the guardrails right up to the
and he
podium.
walked up.
Go push
Bitch,
him.
bitch, this is
Nowhere
real.
else it can go.
This is real fucking.
But he doesn't have enough in him to
the
say
lanes ain't fucking bowling, bro. You ain't playing
no.
with
Ain't no bumper
But
lane.
the
yeah,
bumper
man.
lane.
We
Yeah.
fucking going
This
full
is
tilt.
this is a major
Yeah.
eatery.
Oh, fuck off.
Major eatery.
I didn't even catch that. I was just so.
Joseph
so
pointed it out.
yeah.
Eatery. The hell is going on? Is he talking about Market Basket selling fried chicken? 95. Oh shit, man.
Now you brought up Freaknik before we go.
Oh, yeah.
This chick was on TikTok and she was mad. She's like, "They're coming out with a Freaknik documentary. I signed a thing back in the day
NDA?
when they were doing
Oh, not
it.
NDA, yeah.
If any of my friends or family see me, that wasn't me.
Oh.
She's all, that was me when I was young. Now
Yeah.
she's all,
Hold on.
I hope they don't, but she can't do nothing.
Shouldn't
She's-
have done it.
Yeah, exactly.
Gotta
There's
think about repercussions.
consequences
No.
to your hoism, bitch.
Repercussions.
And listen,
She out there
I-
clapping cheeks and
the
shit.
whole you know what the problem is?
Little Timmy, no.
Oh yeah. Oh.
Don't look at
Freaknik
this.
was Grandma, no. Freaknik was.
I know,
So
bro.
it started off good, like everything, and then someone said like a year or two, "You been a Freaknik?" And dude's like, "What is that?" And then they were like, "Come to so and so at this time," and then people and it was in Atlanta.
Yeah.
So more and more people that were not from the fraternities and sororities, because that's what it was,
Yeah.
started showing up.
Get nasty.
Right, but also money. So now I see these people coming. I start setting up stuff.
Oh,
I
yeah.
start, even as a fraternity or sorority, I start selling stuff.
Of course.
Now I want to shut it down because it's starting to get wild. People getting arped. People getting touched and grabbed and all that stuff, right?
Pirates.
And now now they cut it back. They cancel it. Oh, 99?
I think it was like 98, 99, yeah.
95.
So even, it was going on in 95.
I gotta stop.
It was going on. 95 was a good 95 was
He's
a
getting
better year.
95
That was a good
tattoo
year.
and shit.
That was a good year.
But they canceled it because of all the allegations, all the crazy stuff that was going on, because it was more about just the Freaknik than it was about what it used to be, and that was the fraternities and sororities and people who weren't going home were just
Get
doing their
together,
thing and but I wish it would have stayed clean, I guess is the best way for it, because it could have been a nice thing for people to just keep doing. And but she's on top of that, women were doing the things.
Yep, and getting recorded and all this other
Basically,
shit.
we need different terms for things. I don't think consequences is a too strong. I want it. I want people to use the words that are particular and explicit, but they don't because they can't handle them. That's a problem. If you can't handle a word like consequence, then you got to be accountable for your actions. And if you can't handle accountability, you got to get out of the adult world.
Yeah, right.
There's
That's
got to
like
be
90%
something
of
that I
women.
can say to you and say,
accountability. What the
where's
fuck is
your
that?
responsibility?
I don't know how to
Where's your
spell that.
self-discipline?
They dodge
Where's
accountability
your-
like fucking
like
bitches.
Neo.
Yeah, exactly. Like bullets, like or fucking
Um,
olive oil dodging rain and shit.
Straight up, it's you got to have some accountability for your actions, and you can't say that without saying that about the people who do the bad stuff.
Of course.
But the difference, which I never hear, is regular dudes are not those dudes, and regular women are.
Yeah.
So regular women are like, I should be able to do whatever I want, whenever I want, however I want. And men are saying, you can, but you're not accounting for the hyenas, the coyotes, and the wild dogs. They don't give a shit about the law. They don't give a shit about your well-being. Hell, they don't give a shit about other men being there. You think they care about you?
Bitch, they're Vikings.
Come on now. They're worse.
I
And
got
that's
Viking
the thing.
blood.
That's the one thing I never hear anyone say. You are accounting for regular men being
But they want
bad
you to
people.
protect them
Right.
from them, Joseph.
Right.
Just remember that.
Right.
The average Joe. Protect me from the bad
From
guys.
a guy
Fuck
who's
you.
already wild and does not
Exactly.
care. He's going to hit me before I get a chance to say anything. What? Crack. And I'm on the ground. I don't even know what's going on. Hey, man. maybe
I went to the wrong party.
What just happened?
It was on 95. I
was about to say-
got on 90.
I said,
now
how'd
I'm
I get
all
out?
fucked up.
Okay. I got out on 85. I'm supposed to be on 95. And that's the one thing I wish most of any of these podcasts who are talking to women or about women or for and against and any of that stuff, you cannot equate, and some of them do. Now I think about it, you can't equate a regular dude with a wild dog, and then get mad at the regular dude for not helping you against a wild dog. When you were doing stuff that entices, you can't rub yourself in bacon and then say, save me from the wild dogs.
Yep.
You can't do that.
A lot of them now think all red dudes are like that.
But that's my point. Now they've
that's-
equated
yeah,
all
no,
men
it's
with
just
wild dogs,
Crazy motherfuckers.
which
yeah.
is crazy
Yeah.
because you
Then just stay home. Don't even
I
leave.
know. I want to. No, I don't like that either. That's not an actual solution.
Of course not. The solution is
I don't
fucking
have
Don't
a
dress like that.
Which is also yes and no. They want it because it's gotten so stupid you can't glance anymore. They want to be able to do
I do
any
full eye
again.
contact.
My whole point is you want to be able to
up,
do
down,
down.
full.
anything 95%
Right
of your
around.
body. Turn around 95% of your body. Got it.
Everything but your face.
Right? Which is about 8% your head. It's the how I want to be able to do anything however I want and then not have my reputation precede me. That's a problem. Because a man's reputation precedes him, and he didn't even go any. We haven't done anything yet. We walk in, I'm automatically a wild dog, a rapist, a killer. They move across the street for me. I'm 5'5" and a quarter of an inch, 150 maybe, and you're moving across the street for me because I'm a man. My reputation already precedes me, and you don't have to. What's going on? What's going on?
Me too.
You can't just do all this stuff and then expect nothing to affect you. They don't want to be affected negative by anything that they do. That
It
is
comes to
rotten.
accountability, Joseph. Remember the
know.
old Dave Chappelle shit?
Yeah. Oh yeah.
I'm not a whore.
But
well,
you're
you
wearing
dress
a
like
whore's
it.
uniform.
Exactly. Like, what
And
do
that's,
you want?
you know.
Believe me, there's things you can do to
And it's
shake that image.
Yeah, you're gonna go.
And
What's the shit Muslims be wearing?
Oh, the burqa.
Go ahead and wear burqa. See if this shit happens.
We should bring back no ankle. Can't see ankles in public.
Ooh.
I think that would help.
Nice ankles, dog. Girls are out there like.
That's a sexual.
Ooh.
Oh, guys,
Now, but again, you see what you did? You see what you did?
Yeah.
They're gonna show their
Yeah,
ankle to
exactly.
entice
That's what I'm
people.
saying. They're gonna be like.
Mhm.
"They
But
shaved
now-
I got him
too?"
wrapped around my finger.
But here's
They
the thing.
shaved.
I see it too. Now what? She's hot to trot, I think. Oh shit, she's out here showing her ankles.
Wild animal. you.
But I'm gonna go up to her and
dog.
like, yo, what's up? And she's gonna say that wasn't for you, and I'm gonna say, oh, okay. Well, people don't do that. People don't do that, right? Like people don't do that in public who don't want to invite attention. Yeah, well, I ain't inviting no attention. And he's like, you're not inviting attention or intention. Which is it? Somebody tell me something. And now you're lost, and now you have this thing where men are saying, all right, see you.
Exactly. It's like you do.
F
Damn
it.
if you do,
I'm
damn if you
good.
don't,
Yeah.
right?
And better that you don't, because F being damned, because damn for you is not damned for them.
I learned this at work.
Yeah, it's
Or during sexual
Yeah.
harassment training.
Mhm.
This is where I learned all this shit. I'm like, oh, it's
Yeah.
only.
Not to go down this rabbit hole either,
don't
but
do it.
it's the same thing. That's just as another example in the subways, right? And this doesn't have to do with women, but
Mhm.
when people get harassed on the subway
And
or
nobody says anything.
and nobody says anything because they're afraid that they're going to be the next Daniel Penny and
Yeah.
and
Another guy
be
just and
prosecuted
another
for-
one just got
yeah, it just
he
happened.
yeah. Another
He
guy
got stabbed, right? Some guy got
he,
stabbed.
he saved somebody by killing the other guy, and then they prosecuted him.
He's
for
the
murder.
villain.
Another one?
He's not.
Yeah,
He
this
should
is
be the
recently.
hero for.
He stopped the guy.
Stopping
happened
a
to,
guy, yeah.
happened to kill him. It didn't. You know what I mean? It wasn't like I aimed to. It happened to kill him because that's what struggles are.
Yeah, that's
Life or
crazy.
death struggles in a
Yeah.
subway with a guy with a knife who's trying to kill you.
And they
then-
prosecuted this guy?
And they're prosecuting him for murder.
So you have a
because it's New York.
You have a crime-ridden city like New York. They're not
the hell
prosecuting
Spider-Man?
crimes that they don't want to. You know, there's all the Soros-backed DAs. They're not
Mm.
prosecuting crime, so there has to be vigilantes out there, or someone to.
No, it's just
Fucking
yeah,
Batman's
like you
coming.
said. You're right. You're right.
There
You
has
have
to be
stop
someone.
him.
There's
People
gonna be
gonna
someone
get
to
tired, of
protect.
course.
Yeah.
Intercede
course.
on
People who
behalf
can't
of
protect
someone
themselves.
who can't
Yeah.
protect themselves.
But
Yeah.
then they're the villain for
I'm
that.
the bad
so
guy.
Yeah.
what do you? What a hellhole!
Well,
I
that's
would
what
never,
That's
That's one place.
yeah.
Nope.
never step foot in there. I want to go. I'm not going to go over this. But I'll go over it next podcast. But you hear about the Irish politician who wants to ban free speech.
I saw her. I saw a little video
know
about
if I
that.
saw
She's
that
saying
one.
it's for the greater good.
Whoa.
So yeah. The great.
Jesus.
She's like, well, you're.
Yeah.
I saw a little bit. I'll watch
So
it and then we'll
ju-
talk about it.
Yeah, we'll talk about it next week. But you can't incite violence. You can't yell fire in a crowded theater.
Right.
They want to change that to inciting violence or hatred.
How?
What?
Exactly.
I'm allowed to hate you.
Yeah.
So if
Why
you
can't I hate
so
you?
you
yeah. I know. Like,
Thank you, Patrice O'Neal, by the way.
yeah.
But why can't I hate you?
you can't be
As
in,
long as I'm not doing anything.
you can't be in possession of material that criticizes. In this
Who
example,
gets
they
to
use
choose? Who gets to choose who criticizes what?
Well, exactly.
Mm-hmm.
But
See, this is what we talked
Slip-
about before.
I know.
Slippery slope,
I've
bro.
grown.
Slippery slope.
So
it's not a fallacy, by the way.
Yeah.
The slippery slope fallacy is not a fallacy anymore. Not just anymore, but it's just extrapolation.
this
You take a step and then you take another,
this
and
politician thinks
eventually you got momentum.
Yep.
she thinks she's God. She thinks she's the arbiter of what's accepted speech and not.
Just someone should walk up to her and smack the shit out of her, and then she'd be like, "What did you do that for?"
Is this?
I did it out of
I
love.
hate you.
No.
I
I did
did
it out of love.
Yeah.
And then she's like, "No, that was inciting hatred." I was like, "No, I love the shit out of you. What are you talking about? Don't you see my
I
heart
did
eyes?
it for your behalf.
I did it. Yeah, or shit, I did it for everybody else because they love you too.
Yeah. Like, what was this? The
problem is
COVID
they-
chick?
The
That-
problem is they don't get
No,
people
that
out.
was-
We
I
can't get
forget
people
which-
out.
That's
They're-
not Ireland.
Is that Italy?
that was Scotland.
Scotland?
if I'm
That
not
chick was
mistaken.
wilding out,
Yeah,
Yeah.
putting camps and shit.
yeah.
Yeah. She got out real quick. I like the chick from Italy. She's nuts.
Yeah.
Oh, what's her name?
She-
So is MTG.
She rides on people,
Same
bro.
thing, yeah.
Like, she does not.
Yeah,
she's
she's not
full
playing.
tilt.
She's not playing.
She is full tilt family. Like, if you
She was
ain't
like, say
about it.
something.
Yeah,
Now
she-
say something
She
else.
goes in there with all these big
Well,
ass
it doesn't even
cards.
matter
and,
now.
Georgia Maloney.
Yeah, that's her.
Good
She's.
job.
I like her because she ain't afraid of nobody.
So I want to leave with we were kind of talking about Freaknik and hip hop culture and
Yeah,
stuff.
yeah,
I want
yeah.
to leave with the worst rap song I've ever heard in my life.
You can't play it because we'll get copyright strikes.
Ah, damn it.
What's the
Can
On
I play?
Spotify.
Can I play
You could play like
10
I
seconds
think
and we'll
no,
talk
it's
over?
10 seconds too long.
5 seconds?
I think 3 or 4.
Oh, Ben
Oh,
Shapiro
unless-
did it. He read the lyrics. It's hilarious.
Unless we talk over it, it has to be in the background where they can't understand it, so it doesn't get how they have
yeah.
they can find it
Yeah.
sonically.
That's all right.
You ever hear Sexy Red?
No, but I'm gonna go
Yeah.
listen to it in the
Yeah,
car.
go
though.
listen. It's called
Man.
Pound Town.
This is
Downtown, yeah. On 95.
Yeah.
95 South with the Quad City knock. I know all the freaking booty music from back in the day.
Damn it.
I
Pound.
do.
I'm gonna play 2 seconds of it.
It looks. Is that her?
Yeah.
The glasses?
It's a
She's
girl.
awful. Yeah.
Of course it is.
Damn it.
They don't rap about anything else now.
But coochie.
Yeah. What else do they do? They don't have any. They don't have analogies. They don't.
Every butt my pussy all cause it smell like pine
They
sauce.
don't
Or
have.
fucking
They don't
some
have.
stupid
Right.
shit
Like there's a song where there's a girl's like so and so, such and such. My coochie's pink. My booty hole brown. I'm like, who says that?
song.
man?
That's the song.
Oh, this is it. Oh, come on! I just heard a clip of
You
it.
know.
I didn't know. I don't know the song. I know the clip.
What the fuck?
It's not a joke. I'm like, really?
Bitch, ain't no bleach.
I'm gonna play that.
Damn it. But that's it. Like, why?
She's terrible.
There's no reason why anybody should have. That's
she
whack.
got a tattoo on her.
She's terrible. There it is. You see what I'm saying? Like, come on, bro.
Why
How
does
many views does this have?
Just 2.1 million.
Oh my god, 2.1 million lost
2.1
souls.
Yes, lives corrupted.
This is crazy.
She says her boogers are green or something. I don't know. She keeps talking about colors. I don't know.
Just a
Because they
nasty
don't.
bitch.
They don't. Okay, so I'm gonna.
Joseph hit
Do
us
we-
with the black shit.
That's not black. It was women. I'm already a
Hit us
misogynist
with the
anyway.
pink
So.
shit and the brown shit.
No, it was.
A booty hole brown.
It's. I don't. And this is
Ain't
a
no
current.
bleaching, bitch.
This is a current culture.
Have you heard of it?
Yeah.
There's a current culture and a current education system, sort of blending, I guess, with the internet and stuff. There's no more analogy and there's no more hypothesis. You'll notice when you talk to people, they can't especially women, you can't tell them an analogy,
Oh, fuck
and then
no.
they stick with the analogy because they'll say, well, you're just like a blah 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 blah, and they're like, I ain't like a no blah blah blah.
Yeah,
And you're like,
exactly.
you are a dumb person, aren't you? And it's younger people, younger
Yeah.
women, like between I'd say 20 and 30. And if you listen to them and you talk to them, or not even, you listen to them on the internet because that's where everybody gets all their stuff anyway. And you just, really? You've never heard that an analogy? You don't know what a hypothesis is? Like, there's no hypothetical. Try it.
You cannot hypothetical chicks, bro.
Try it.
I've tried.
Just
that shit
try
don't
it.
Work. They
Try
take it
it.
too literal.
Thank you. And it's weird that they take it literally when there's no logic there, though.
I had some chicks say, "You think my mom's house?" Like, yeah. You want me to lie to you? Like,
She asked the question.
yeah, she asked the question. I
Right.
answer it. They get mad at me.
Right.
Don't ask me if you're fat.
Right. Right. Yeah, you're not supposed to. Again, you're supposed to do stuff that's
Then why ask?
common courtesy and common decency. But the problem is they've moved what decency is. The scope of decency is expanded. So now you don't know which decency you're supposed to adhere to. How come you didn't F me on the first date? I'm like, what? You whack. And he's like, what? Because we're not supposed to, I like you. I didn't want to ruin or mess anything up by coming on
You
too
gay.
strong. Right. But then,
I'm 95% sure.
Anyway, we're done.
Yeah.
We're done.
Sorry, I got to
All right. Till next week.
God
And,
save the
God
queen.
save
God
the queen.
save the queen on 95.
Must have
God
thought I
save the
forgot.
queen, man.
All right, later.